Hey there YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at that coin that our friend Kara, who went to Paris, as you recall a few videos back I showcased the Mona Lisa, and this is the coin that she had intended to get. This is the coin that I had intended to review, but she didn't have it in her possession at the time, but we got it now, so let's get with it. So many of you probably recall that earlier this year there was a fire at the Cathedral Notre-Dame. It was terrible. It ruined quite a bit of historic artwork, and just the structure of the cathedral, much of the stained glass. The person who owns this coin and the Mona Lisa was there doing some research on the fire. She's trying to tie it back to other things that are going on in the world. But this is the coin that the Paris Mint introduced to memorialize the terrible events that occurred at the Notre-Dame Cathedral. So here we go. These coins are on a mintage of 250. And I've had people refer to these as rounds, but they aren't. These are actual coins. This has a denominated value of 200 euro. I think I forget what that is in US dollars, a little bit more than 200 US dollars. So some of you might not know the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. It gets more than 13 million visitors a year from all around the world. In fact, I think it's the most visited monument in Europe. The fire that it suffered destroyed quite a bit of the cathedral, and the Monnaie de Paris, which is the Paris Mint, they entered into an arrangement to release this coin as a way to contribute to the reconstruction of the monument. So if you didn't know, or if you know about this coin, then you obviously know that the Paris Mint issued a proof for the Notre Dame Cathedral in 2013, and it celebrated its 850th anniversary. Just imagine that, 850 years. I think this coin sells for $2,400 US dollars. You know, most of the coins that come from the Paris Mint, particularly the proofs like this, they come in the pronged holders where they're kind of seated and recessed, so the coin can sit in without actually touching the edges. So it's roughly the same on both sides, with the exception of the rays. So if you look at this area here, this is semblance of a stained glass portrait, and these are sun rays from that portrayal. And here it says April 15th, 2019 reconstruction. Obviously it's the Notre Dame. RS, the Republic of France. Then we have the year 2019, 200 euro, and the fact that this is recognized under the UNESCO historic monument. It really is fantastic. So interesting, the owner loves this piece more than the Mona Lisa, surprisingly. I think she only got that piece because there was some hysteria going on when she went to pick this up. And she didn't want to miss out on it. But this is her her unicorn, I guess. And it is very, very nice. And I think having this piece gives a sense of memorialization of an historic event. I think that's what she enjoys about it most. Bitcoin. I know you guys are saying, listen guys, damn it, I want to be in it so bad. It's going up. It's at 11,800 now. I think it's just about ready to topple 12,000. By the way, you've been seeing if you're into bullion and collectible coins, you've probably seen some YouTube videos of folks saying, hey, beware of the gold. Are you ready for the gold pullback? Are you ready? Let me explain something to you. Gold is up now, not for the reason why it should be up. The event that everyone is waiting for with respect to gold has not happened yet. So, yeah, there may be some pullback, there may be, but there is still a looming economic issue going on that hasn't been cured. It hasn't been faced. And despite how well Wall Street might be doing, you know, I think we're hitting new highs every day now. The economy is not doing as well. They aren't a mirror reflection of one another. Yeah, although there are correlations. So I just want to say that if you're into gold and you see a slight price reduction per ounce from perhaps 1,400 to 1,390, don't fret. The circumstance of why gold is of interest now hasn't happened yet. It's still looming. It is a future event, and if you're anything like me, you know it has to happen. It is going to happen. I think there's been quite a bit to camouflage the circumstances of what's going on in the economy and how the average American, or not even just the American, the average citizen around the world is struggling more today than they did yesterday, and that's going to give a punch to the securities and equity market, which is basically the stock market. So right now, everything seems to be hunky-dory and all's good and gravy, but just stay tuned. And be careful about those who are talking about gold has reached its peak and there's no more steam left. Their understanding of what's transpiring in the economy is limited to, it's just limited, and just be careful on where you get your advice and your feedback regarding the propensity and opportunity for gold to reach higher levels. All right, I'm going to come off of the Bitcoin, guys. I'm just going to watch it. It's doing good. I want to be in it, but I'm afraid something drastic is going to happen, and I just don't want to be a victim of that tragedy. But I'm jealous and envious. Every day it goes up another $100. All right, this is the Notre-Dame 1 ounce 2019 Reconstruction gold coin. Limited mintage of 250. I think dealers will be selling this. This will be available sometime this month, I'm sure. And it's a collector's piece. I think the 2013 version of this, I don't believe I've seen. I think the 1/4 ounce, I've seen them floating around, but not the 1 ounce. All right, guys, please leave your perspectives and suggestions in the comments. And as you know, I always get back to everyone. Thank you for viewing, and I have much more to come very, very soon. As you guys know, we're going to do some series of events. And I got some awesome stuff coming up. All right, stay tuned, and everyone, please, I hope everyone have a wonderful Independence Day, and please enjoy the rest of your weekend.